Welcome back to Han Invest TV, where we uncover financial truths. Today, we expose the shocking trap hidden behind corporate promotions. Society has always taught us that climbing the corporate ladder is the ultimate goal for success, wealth, and lasting financial stability. But what if moving up actually makes you poorer? Let us look at the terrifying reality behind that shiny new title. We will use pure mathematics and real-world data to prove that getting promoted might actually destroy your long-term wealth. Prepare to challenge everything you know about career growth, because the truth about your salary increase is not what it seems. Let us start with the basic math of a typical raise. Imagine you get promoted from $80,000 to $100,000. On paper, a $20,000 increase sounds absolutely fantastic. You feel rich, successful, and ready to conquer the entire corporate world. However, the government steps in first. Higher tax brackets immediately consume a massive portion of that hard-earned extra corporate money. If you live in a state with high income taxes, your actual take-home pay barely moves up after all deductions. Then comes the hidden cost of your new status. You're a manager now, so you need a better professional wardrobe. You start buying expensive lunches with colleagues, paying for premium commuting options, and upgrading your daily coffee to match your title. This phenomenon is known as lifestyle inflation. As your income slowly increases, your daily expenses magically rise to meet that exact number. Before you know it, you're financing a luxury car because you feel you deserve a reward for all your hard work. When you sit down and calculate the actual money left over for investments, the final number is shockingly close to zero. You're earning more money than ever before, but your bank account growth remains completely stagnant despite your shiny new job title. This is the first layer of the promotion trap. You trade your peace of mind for money that you never actually keep. Financial independence requires capital to invest, but lifestyle creep ensures that your extra income goes straight to depreciating consumer goods instead. Many professionals wake up 5 years after a major promotion, realizing their net worth has not grown at all despite higher pay. The illusion of wealth blinds us. We confuse a high salary with actual wealth, which are two completely different financial concepts. True wealth is the money you keep and invest, not the money you spend to look successful in front of your coworkers. Let us dive deeper into the second major problem with promotions. We need to talk about your effective hourly wage rate. When you were a junior employee, you worked your standard 40 hours and went home to enjoy your personal free time. But as a senior manager, the expectations completely change. You are now responsible for everything at all times of the day. Suddenly, you find yourself doing massive amounts of unpaid labor just to keep up with the demands of your new executive role. Your phone buzzes with Slack messages at 9 in the evening, and you feel entirely obligated to reply to them immediately. Weekend meetings and late-night emails become your new normal. The boundary between your work life and personal life completely disappears. Let us do the math again. If you work 60 hours instead of 40, your working hours have increased by 50%. Divide your new salary by these extended hours. You will be horrified to discover your actual hourly rate has significantly dropped. In many cases, a stressed middle manager actually earns less per hour than the junior staff members they are actively supervising. You did not get a raise. You simply agreed to take on a second job at a terrible discount for the company. This invisible pay cut is exactly how corporations extract maximum value from ambitious employees who desperately want to climb the ladder. You're sacrificing your health, your family time, and your mental well-being for an hourly rate that makes absolutely no sense. Every extra hour you give to the corporation is an hour stolen from your own life, your passions, and your personal growth. Is the prestige of a management title really worth selling your most valuable asset, which is your limited and precious time? The The stress compounds daily. You're constantly exhausted, running on coffee, and dreaming of a vacation you never have time to take. This brings us to the third and most crucial concept in our analysis. We must discuss the massive hidden opportunity cost. Think about those 15 to 20 extra hours you dedicate to your employer every single week without getting any extra pay. What if you took that exact same time and energy and invested it into building your very own profitable side hustle? A side business gives you complete control. You own the equity, you set the rules, and the growth potential is truly unlimited. Instead of building someone else's dream, you could be constructing a sustainable income stream that belongs entirely to you and your family. If you invest the profits from a successful side hustle into index funds, the magic of compound interest begins to work wonders. Over a period of 10 to 20 years, this consistent secondary income can easily grow into a massive multi-million-dollar portfolio. This level of independent wealth generation is almost impossible to achieve simply by waiting for small annual raises at a traditional job. Your employer will never pay you enough to become their neighbor. They pay you just enough to keep you coming back every day. By giving all your spare time to the company, you're effectively killing your chances of ever achieving true financial independence. Opportunity cost is the silent wealth killer. It's the invisible price you pay for choosing perceived corporate safety over true freedom. When you control a side hustle, your income is not capped by a human resources department or an annual budget review process. You learn valuable entrepreneurial skills like marketing, sales, and product development that make you incredibly resilient in any tough economic climate. Meanwhile, the dedicated middle manager is learning how to navigate office politics and create endless slideshow presentations that nobody actually cares about. Which skill set do you think will serve you better when the economy crashes and companies start looking for people to fire? This leads us directly into the fourth dangerous aspect of the promotion trap, the terrifying combination of identity and deep financial risk. When people climb the ladder, they often tie their entire self-worth to their shiny new corporate job title and status. They become the Senior Vice President of Operations. That title becomes their primary identity at dinner parties and family holiday gatherings. To match this grand identity, they take on massive financial obligations, a huge mortgage on a house they barely spend time in. They're trapped in what we call the golden handcuffs. They make great money, but they absolutely cannot afford to stop working. Their monthly fixed costs are astronomically high, so losing their job would mean immediate financial ruin and total lifestyle collapse. And here's the dark secret of the corporate world. Middle managers are always the primary targets during major company layoffs. When a recession hits, companies quickly realize they can survive without layers of expensive management, and the brutal cost-cutting truly begins. Suddenly, the loyal manager is handed a cardboard box and escorted out of the building, losing both their income and their identity. Because they inflated their lifestyle and saved very little, they are immediately thrown into a desperate and terrifying state of financial panic. They're forced to accept the first job offer they get, often at a lower salary, just to pay their massive debts. This cycle of stress and debt is exactly why the traditional path to success is fundamentally broken for the modern working professional. Compare this tragic scenario to someone who chose to live a lean lifestyle while actively building multiple diverse streams of independent income. This smart individual kept their expenses low, invested aggressively, and built a profitable side business instead of chasing meaningless corporate job titles. If they lose their day job, it is merely a minor inconvenience. They have other income sources and plenty of financial runway. They don't suffer an identity crisis because their self-worth is not attached to a temporary badge issued by a corporation. They are truly free to choose their work, free to take risks, and completely free from the toxic corporate rat race. So how do we escape this dangerous promotion trap? The first step is to completely redefine what success actually means to you. Success is not having the best job title on LinkedIn or driving the most expensive luxury vehicle in the company parking lot. Real success is having absolute control over your time, your energy, and your ability to make choices without constant financial fear. Next time your boss offers you a promotion, don't just blindly accept it out of ego or a desire for prestige. Run the numbers carefully. Calculate the taxes, the extra commute costs, and most importantly, the exact number of additional hours required weekly. Ask yourself if the tiny increase in actual take-home pay is truly worth sacrificing your health, relationships, and future entrepreneurial dreams. Sometimes the smartest career move is to stay exactly where you are, do your job perfectly, and leave right at 5 o'clock. Use your protected free time to invest in yourself, learn new skills, start a small business, or simply enjoy your precious life. Remember that corporations are designed to extract maximum productivity for minimum cost. You must protect your own interests with equal ruthless efficiency. Don't fall into the trap of buying things you don't need to impress people you don't even really like. Keep your living expenses low, save aggressively, and focus on acquiring assets that put money into your pocket while you're sleeping. Your ultimate goal should be to reach a point where working for a corporation becomes a choice rather than a desperate necessity. When you have ultimate financial independence, you negotiate from a position of absolute power. You can easily walk away from toxic environments. You can choose projects that actually